So everybody, this episode 2. I'm here with Alpha Khan from Houston, Texas. One of my homeboys, great teammate, great person, great man of his beliefs as well, and also a great husband as well to his wife. So we're gonna get to know more about him. Everybody, Alpha Khan, man, what's up? I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you, brother.
Good. So just getting to it, get to know Alpha a little bit more. He's 21 years old, and he is also, for those that don't know, he's married. He's a married man. So, just getting to it, Alpha. Tell us a little bit about, just your wife, how you met her. What made you ready for marriage at such a young age.
So like, me and my wife, we went to the same high school. So, and I didn't know her personally. I would just always see her like around the hallways and all that stuff. And like, I was the type of person like in high school, I was like the quiet dude, you know what I'm saying? So it was really like, I was hanging around like extroverted people, but me, I'm just more like chill, laid back. I don't say nothing unless I like really got to say something.
Mm-hmm.
But like long story short, like my friends knew her more than me. So I always see her walking around, and I'd be like, I tell my homie, I'm just like, yo, who's that? And they'd be like, oh yeah, that's Haley. Like she was a dancer in high school, so and like I was a football player, so it was just like
go together well.
Nah, for real, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not trying to say it like that, but it was just like that's just how it was, you know what I'm saying? So they were just like, oh, that's Haley, like her name's Haley, and it was just like, oh yeah, I gotta talk to her, like real talk, I gotta talk to her. And me, bro, I'm a shy dude, like, but her, like, was just like, I can't let that up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ended up, getting like her snap or some stuff like that, and then Lily, bro, like, I didn't even talk to her for like a month straight. That's how nervous I was, bro. It was like her birthday, and then I like said happy birthday and all that, and then I didn't talk to her for like 2 weeks, I had to like really like, prepare myself, you know what I'm saying, play it smooth. But what do you call it? I ended up texting her again, and for like 2 weeks later, and so since she's a dancer, they have like these tryouts, and it's just like officer tryouts that they call it. And she was trying not to be captain, and then she was telling me how she's nervous and all that. And I was just like, I kind of, spoke it into existence. I was just like, shoot, how about after you make captain, you know what I'm saying, we can go out and celebrate and go on a date.
Yeah.
And then, so that's really how like our first date started. So she did make captain, you know what I'm saying? So, what do you call it? After that, I picked her up, and we just literally went to Mall Pizza, and we just talked like for like maybe like an hour, 2 hours straight, fam. And it was just like just talking about our childhood and all that stuff. And then like through that conversation, I was just like, damn, like she really like similar to me. Like we kind of like grew up the same. We both the middle child, you know what I'm saying? We both have like 2 other siblings and all that stuff. And it was just like, around her, bro, it felt like I didn't have to try.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to really like try to make convo. It just like, it just like came to me, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what I was like, that's what I fuck with, you know what I'm saying?
No, you go ahead and talk free. You talk free. You talk free.
But
so,
that's what I rock with.
Okay. So you feel like, you met in high school, right?
Yeah.
You had your friends kind of put you on.
Yeah.
So do you feel like love at first sight is a true thing? Do you think that's something that just, over time you get to know somebody and you figure out if you like them?
I feel like it's kind of like, it can be both, you know what I'm saying? Because like, off rip, like, just from the first conversation, everything just flowed. And that's what I think what kind of like made me feel her more, because like I didn't have to try, like us guys, like we don't really like want to.
They don't have to do too much.
Don't want to force it, you know what I'm saying? So, and then it was just like, she was like just like me, but literally like the girl version. But she was more extroverted too, but it was just like with just like our similarities and our interests. Our interests, that's what really hit it off for me too. We got similar interests, we listen to the same kind of music, we just same kind of hobbies and all that stuff, and it was just real, bro. Yeah. And what do you call it? Shit, I lost my train of thought.
Nah, I say on this, like having the same music taste, I feel like, and I think it's different. It varies, but I would say all the relationships I had, like homegirls and everything, that just like been smooth.
Yeah.
If we had similar music tastes, so we could listen to the same music in the car or anything, like the vibe be right, it'd be smooth.
On me.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's a different little music taste. You can't listen to the same stuff all the time. Sometimes it be a little more difficult. I think it's room to grow. I think you
No, it is. And like, I'm the type of person, like, even she is, like, we don't listen to just like one genre of music, you know what I'm saying? Like, we listen to a whole bunch of music, but she loves music. Like, she is in love with music, fam. And it, she'll like, I remember like after our first date, she like made me like a whole playlist and all that. And it was just like, just straight variety of music. And I was just like,
that's all right.
And during this time, bro, this is like 2020, bro. And literally a week after our date, like, what do you call it? COVID hit, you know, they like shut school down. So like throughout the whole like lockdown, I was just like listening to like just straight that playlist because it had so much variety and I was like feeling her too.
Yeah.
So that was just like just rock with it, man. And what else? After that, cause what do you call it? Since COVID hit, you know, we did like stop talking and all that, but like we still text around but it was just like on like telling each other about our day and all that stuff, and we used to send like, you know, if it was either like a voice memo
Was y'all still together? Was y'all still together?
Nah, we was just friends at that point. So it was just what do you call it? Like 2 months later, then we ended up getting together. But it started off like we would just text each other about like our day, and that it would be like a long paragraph, and it would be like very detailed, and it was just like just how we would communicate because like we can't see each other in person, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how like, you know, it started.
Do you feel like long distance can work between couples?
It can work if y'all both want it, you know what I'm saying? You really got to make it work because like love, in my opinion, bro, love's not just a feeling, bro, because like there's gonna be days where you just like you gotta choose to love your partner, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the biggest thing I learned because just like going through college at least, you know what I mean? Like that's when I really had, you know, my times where I kind of understood myself better. But also understood, you know, my time with, you know, relationships and people that's my time with. So something I learned probably the best when I was at Vandy was love is choosing that person every single day.
No, it really is.
Like that's something that's very, for one, it's tough to do.
It is.
And as a human being, you gonna have emotions, so your emotions gonna change all the time. Exactly. Your feelings how you feel, but like your emotions something that's gonna change continuously. Yeah. So say like that one day, like it might get on your nerves.
No,
say that one day you just irritated with work, or you know,
be like that, or you might get on her nerves. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we really gotta choose to love your partner every single day, and just know like if y'all both want it, y'all gonna make it work. Real talk.
True. I like that. So, you know, going into it a little deeper, in terms of like boundaries, you know, say once you're in high school, it's a little more the puppy love feeling. Yeah. And then, you know, you get a little older, you get a little more serious, you got a little different things that come into place. So, you know, what were some of the things that y'all had to cross and, you know, certain boundaries that y'all had to kind of create with some of those new things arising?
My boundary was, you know, so me, I'm African, bro. So like Africans, bro, they be on their own time, and there's like regular time and then there's African time. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm like going to her, like, or when I'm going to like her people's house and all that stuff, which are not like my, you know, not my immediate family, but you know, kind of like my immediate family. You know what I'm saying? But I would like maybe show up. Say like it's like 3, like the function starts at 3, and then I'm like leaving my house at 3, bro. And it's just like she wasn't rocking with that like at all, bro. And she was like, you know, she told me straight up like, bro, you can't do that. And so I really had to learn how to, you know, manage my time better and all that. And then that was like her boundary with me because she's really a person of time. Yeah. Like she doesn't like wasting people's time, and she doesn't like having her time wasted. So just like, you know, I care about her, you know, like I love this girl, so I'm gonna better myself for that. And that's really what love is about. Like, not everyone's perfect, and also, bro, just as people in general, like, bro, we have our faults. So, and it's just like we have habits that we have to break in order to make our relationship work. You know what I'm saying? So that was like one of my habits that I had to, you know, break just in order to make it work, and you know, make sure that, you know, my lady's happy.
Shit, that's deep right there. Yeah. Take a little mini break.
Bet.
But so, So just going into, you know, that moment for y'all, right? Because, like you said, you know, you're African,
Yeah.
right? And you know, what is she?
She's Colombian.
Colombian.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that's two different
Two different
two
cultures.
completely
too.
different, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
ethnicities and just cultures all the way. You know what I mean? Even race, everything. So, you know, of course, what was like some of those things cross? I know you said kind of the time thing like that. I mean, that's something that even us like black people do be late sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's something we work on, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just different cultural things. So, what's some of those things you had to cross though? You know, with her family and everybody being Colombian, and you know, were they open to you being African? Was that something that y'all had to cross as well? Like,
Yeah, like they didn't have any problem like off rip, cause like I met her parents before we even like started dating, and just like off rip, you know, like they love me, cause like I'm just like not to my own horn, but I'm a respectful person, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it real,
You know what I'm saying?
respectful.
Like, I'm a respectful person, you know. I got a manager, and they were just like, oh yeah, I like this boy and all that. So just like off rip, they knew it was coming. Like everyone knew it was coming. It was just like we held it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like everyone knew we was gonna be together, but we, you know, just held it off a little bit. But so they were just like, once we got together, they were just like, well, finally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
that's good.
it just like took off from there. But like their family introduced me, like they came to me with open arms, like didn't have any problems with me. You know, I feel like just like in relationships, it's more like just like the dad, you know what I'm saying? But like the dad was cool with me too, like offered, like he didn't give me no problems, but it's just like, you know, they respect you more with the more you do with their